I am getting worse at estimating the time. Here we are, finally, 4 minutes after 5, and I'm finally starting the stream. Sorry about that. Where's the buttons? Greetings, friends, and welcome back to another episode of DreamWizard Plays, number 424, Atomic Heart from 2023, part 14. It is looking increasingly likely, maybe not guaranteed, but likely, that this game could be wrapped up as early as tomorrow. We'll find out. Also, I want to say hello to Psychology Data, who left a comment at like 4:30, like way before I started. Hello, I hope you're still out there listening. Would you kindly like, share, subscribe, tell your friends? Always need more viewers for the game streams, volunteer dreamers. New episode of Dreamscapes coming out tomorrow in audio-only form at benjaminthedreamwizard.com. Maybe I should just do this backwards. I should. Let me flip these. Let's just start doing this first. Last week's episode, number 165, Dearly Departed, is still available, of course, and the new episode will be up tomorrow at benjaminthedreamwizard.com, of course. If you would like to support the stream, you may do so by going to by purchasing one of 17 currently available works of historical dream literature. Book 17 in the series, The Fabric of Dreams by Catherine Taylor Craig, right over here. And of course, you can get all this and more at benjaminthedreamwizard.com. If you would head on over to benjaminthedreamwizard.locals.com, you can get your hands on this here, the custom cocktail for Atomic Heart, the Sputnik Slammer. You've only got a couple of days left to enjoy it during the streaming of this particular game, but of course you can always get the recipe and drink it as often as you like. I need to set up a section on there where the recipes are all sectioned off, collated, collected in a list. I haven't done that. I don't know how to do that. If you have a beverage of your own ready to hand and you'd like to raise a glass along with me, let's do the toast together. Here we go. Ein Prosit der Gemütlichkeit. Nostrovia. Kanpai. Salud. Cheers to you. And here's mud in your eye. I had a hose burst in my yard, and so I spent around about 3 hours in the sun. I got a little toasty. Yona says, "Hey Ben, hey Yona, my drink is still thawing. Well, I hope you get to enjoy it soon." Let's make sure all the buttons are where they're supposed to be. And press this button to start. As I was going live, the little red indicator on my wireless mouse, it is a wireless gaming mouse, very low latency. Little red, low battery started blinking. Oh, shit. So while the theme song's playing, I'm rushing to my little battery cabinet. Not too far away, but still I had to get up out of the chair, take the headphones off, all that good stuff. Okay. Where are we? And what are we doing? Oh, look at this. Don't mind if I do. Where are we and what are we doing now? It's been a minute since I looked at my
Please select the desired
inventories and abilities. Merrick Shield. I'm looking to unlock this one, right? Reflecting damage back. Yes. Oh, I'm so close. Not quite. Not quite. That's fine. Switch to crafting. We're just going to check where are we at in terms of, we've got tons of ammo, plenty of explosives. I think we're good. I think we're good to go. How are we doing on? Okay, we're good. We're good on all that stuff. All right, we're going to rush in. Not rush in anywhere. We're just going to use that right there. All right, now we got to go to the lighthouse.
Comrade Major, I must insist that you destroy the beta connectors.
Why do you have a bug up your ass about those rings, Charles?
Stop calling them rings, Major. You need to learn to think before you speak, not after. They are beta connectors, and they will enable 2 robot assassins to be free of any control other than that of their bloodthirsty master. Do you want more deaths on your conscience?
What bloodthirsty master are you talking about? I've got the rings, and I'm not gonna put them on any fucking robots.
And how long will they remain in your possession, Major?
As long as I'm still breathing, and there's still time left.
Time's up. The procedure for assimilating Petrov's head has begun. Sechenov will return the robots to their normal state, and then he will recall you. When you return, he will take the rings.
Apparently everybody wants them. Why? Does everybody want personal bot assassins?
Think, Major. Who has asked you about the beta connectors? Sechenov with his metal twins? Stockhausen, Sechenov's right-hand lickspittle? Granny Zena, a secret double agent whose affiliation remains completely unknown? Or would you like to fulfill Petrov's dying wish and give Filatova the connectors?
What the hell is going on? Am I the only sane person here?
As you can see, we are the only options. Whoever gets their hands on the beta connectors, the results will be the same. More blood, more death. The rings must be destroyed before it's too late.
It isn't too late, Charles. Not yet.
So, we have been introduced to a conundrum in the final chapter here. I believe the ending of the game, good or bad, as the case may be, and I know there are 2 different endings. I have not looked it up beforehand. It appears it's going to have to do with our decision regarding these rings. Do we destroy them, or do we choose someone to give them to? If it's a binary option between destroying them and giving them to someone, and there's only 2 possible endings, good or bad, it seems like destroying them is the only likely good ending, as giving them to anyone is the alternative. And we're not offered like 5 or 6 different endings as far as I know. Maybe we are. Maybe the good ending is actually not destroying them and not giving them to anyone but Granny Zena, Filatova, whatever her name is. I guess maybe we'll try. I mean, I'm open to advice. Actually, I'd love to see the good ending of the game. So if anyone out there knows what I should do, I'm to get the good ending, I'm kind of inclined to ask for that advice. Or you can wait for the moment to be upon us, and I'll pause and ask again. So we'll see. We'll see if they give us any clues as to what is likely to be the better potential outcome. What are we doing here? That's a dead whale. And we're going to the lighthouse. Oh, we got to go down the beach. We got to go back up the beach. I was about to jump down. We got to go back up the beach to find that testing ground. And apparently, I did look this one up. We just got to walk in. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to do the final testing ground. I'm glad I checked. Come on. And over here is nothing but cows, as far as I know. Oh, and there's just yeah. There's just a hole in the wall. Oh, look. Goodies. No goodies. Just dead people. We are close, are we not? We are close. Okay. I guess I could have gone to the final testing ground instead of going inside the infirmary. Yeah, the good news is we don't have to unlock anything. We just got to unlock this. Oh, this is going to be fun. Good times, hey? Got him. Oh, not a fan. I think I like these least of all. You know what? This one isn't going to be so hard. Oh, thank God. Now, the problem here is there's critters. But that's not a hostile critter. How far up we got to go? Where are we? So, it is somewhere out here. I was told it was a, oh, shit balls. Let's see if we can get in here and save the game. We can. I think. There it is. All right, just a quick save. Because now we got to find this, place. Why they got to make these things so hard to find? It is not showing me where I'm at on the map anymore. You bastards. Why would it not be show? Oh, I'm way up here and it's way back here. How do I get there? What is going on here? There's supposed to be just a little hole in the wall, a little crack in the rocks. Is it down beneath me? Maybe it is, as a matter of fact. Maybe that's where we're supposed to go, right? Right? Down to the beach. When I get into this area, it removes me from a detectable, being detectable, I guess. Are those? I think there might be mothers over there. All right. Slowly but surely making our way down. Is this not the way to go? Whoa! That happened. Okay. Well, I'm almost there. Where is this little cave? Is it over here? Nope, but there's a treasure chest. Okay. Oh, this is it. This is the cave. We just walk in until we find the elevator. And we're good to go. Sweet. This is where I'm going to get my multiple rocket loadout, which will probably make the end game a lot easier. Woohoo! Final puzzle area. Here we go. As I've been tracking some of my progress and achievements, etc., sometime like way back last Friday or at the beginning of this week, only 30-something% of players, low 30s, 30, 31, 32%, had made it in as far in the game as I had. Oh, and I just got, speaking of achievements, Explorer, find a testing ground. Why would that pop up right now? I found this is like the 5th or 6th one I've found. Honestly, don't know how many there are. Okay. Well, here we go. These are just... Wow. Okay. I guess these are... Someone's posed these testing dummies having fun at the end of the world. Is that what this is meant to be? Because I suppose, what would you do if you knew for certain, or you believed for certain, you were not going to survive very long in whatever encounter was coming your way?
Saving data.
If you knew for sure you were going to die in 24 hours or less, what would you do with your remaining time? I think a lot of people would do things they wouldn't otherwise normally do. Okay, where... So this goes up here, and it flips this thing. What an interesting place. Well, let's start spinning the dial. Beep, 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 beep. What did that do? Nothing, nothing, tra-la-la. Okay. I think I can get over there. There we go. Wow. Yep. These are increasingly inappropriate. That's just fun and games, huh? Oh, and if you fall down, there is a way to get back up. Oh, that was good. I mean, of course, it should be. Wow. These things are now just, like, in my way. Well, here goes. Finally, of course, towards the end of the game, getting the timing of those things down a little bit better. So we need the blues next to each other and a red up top. How do we do this? Okay, we got that. Heyo! Very nice, very nice. I wonder what kind of critters we're going to run into in here.
Saving data.
That's what pervs do.
That's what pervs do? Saving data? Holy shit. Okay.
Let's see what you got.
Wow, we just got in a whole lot of trouble here. Woo, shit balls. Oh shit. Okay, so did I get all those things out of the air? Ooh. Holy Jesus. Jesus.
That was a surprise.
Yep, we're gonna need to take out some of these bastards. That's not the right one. Ooh. Wow, this is way more fun than I was expecting. Oh, god damn it. I cannot get out of here. Holy Jesus. Jesus. Fucking fuck. Oh my god. Oh, no wonder people rage quit this. Oh, shit balls. So close, so close, so close. Come on. Jesus. Holy Jesus. Wow, that happened. Imagine if this game was set on anything but easy mode. Holy macaroni. Well, now what? I mean, yeah, good thing I saved right before I went in there. Let's save again. Fuck me. All right, we need to reload.
Granted.
We gotta reload. Okay. We used a lot of ammunition and a lot of rockets. Yeah, Yona, whoa, for real. That was a hell of a thing. That happened. Okay, what did I use? I used all my AK electrical, so I need to replace the AK electrical. Oh. That took way more concentration than I was ready for. All right, let's make sure I got enough missiles. And I think the rest of it needs to be healing kits. Phew. Can't believe I lived. Can't hardly believe it. Okay, let's reload. And let's put the electrical on here. And let's check. Everything is loaded properly. Wonderful. Talk about overwhelming. Yeah, I was not ready for that. I was ready for puzzle solving, not a fight for my life combat. But, oh, and I didn't even remember I had a shield. I could put on a shield. Completely forgot my shield even existed.
Granted.
Of course I did. Tiamat says, sup, hello and welcome. What are we doing? Polymeric shield. So I can use the thing that I'm completely forgot I actually have. Here we go. And how about this one? Increase the recirculate. Why not? Why not? Let's buy that too. I now have a shield I got to remember to use. Sure do. I'm actually a little mad with myself that I didn't remember I even had a shield. A little mad. You know, is it that big a deal? Maybe not. Maybe not. But still. All right. Oh, and here's this. That gives me the thermal scope for the KS-23 shotgun, which I don't think I'm ever going to use, but that's okay. More than anything, what I want out of here is, what if it reset the encounter every time I walked into the room and I had to kill it again? What I really want out of here is the ability to reload that rocket launcher, or load 3 pieces of that rocket launcher at a time. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff I need to loot in here. We're not leaving any of this stuff behind. it is. Ben, still figuring out the game at the end. You are absolutely correct. It is usually by the time I am finishing a particular game that I have finally developed a muscle memory for the controls. And anything that I did not use fairly frequently throughout the game gets forgotten in the heat of battle because it's not something that automatically comes to mind. I mean, I remembered to dodge. I remembered that I would need to reload. I remembered where my weapons were because I've switched to them dozens of times. I did not remember I had a shield. A shield that healed me, by the way. A shield that would have saved me a couple health packs. Yeah. Anyway. Hey, a brand new save room.
Saving data.
Saving data. What else are we going to run into in this mess? Now I'm hyper paranoid. Oh, there's another one. It's just... Wait a minute. It is here. They're just giving these things away. That is what I came for. The Fat Boy revolving loader module that allows you to load... Oh, and a butt stock. An electrokinetic stock for the AK. Nice. I'm thinking if the battles I'm about to face are any more difficult than the one I just beat, I'm going to be very, very glad that I went to the trouble of acquiring all these bits and bobs. You know what? Let's go attach them. Let's put them on right now in case I run into more trouble.
Granted.
I believe we can do upgrade. Let's upgrade the Kalash. Was it a barrel? What did I just get? Oh, I get stock, conventional stock, or the electro. So conventional stock, I got increased accuracy, decreased recoil, increased damage and aiming speed, as well as decreased recoil. For this new one, it's going to increase energy bonus, increase damage and aiming speed, decrease recoil, increase accuracy, increase damage over long bursts. Oh, so the longer I hold down that fire button, the more damage ramps up. That's pretty damn cool. We are, we're doing that for damn sure. So glad I've been hoarding resources too. I got way more than I need, which is nice. I got that going for me, which is nice. Oh, once again, I don't have the ability to attach some things I might have wanted to. That's okay. You know, we're just keeping the conventional iron sights. I don't mind that at all. All right. And let's look at this thing here. What was the new thing I just got? Thermal scope. Was it the thermal scope for the KS-23? I don't think I need that either. I like just aiming down the old iron sights with a shotgun. Okay. Barrel. Revolving loader module. You're damn right. Whoa. That's going to take 180 mechanical parts. Luckily, I've got like 1,300. I've been squirreling those away. I remember when I had to scrimp and save for each and every one of those. Let's see. And projectiles, homing projectiles. Increased damage based on the distance covered. I can finally upgrade the last little bit and bob of this thing. Booyah. Here we go. There we go. Now, rockets, it'll hold chunk, chunk, chunk. And it reloads 3 at a time. I wish there was a way to make that reload faster. That's okay. That's okay.
Saving data.
That calls for a drink. Delicious. Let's go. So, whoop. So what we want to do is get our goodies and get the hell out of this place. Oh, what's in here? What is in here? We got us another little puzzle. Well, let's look around first. Apparently that is instant death. And that is a door we cannot open. That is a door we cannot open as far as I know. Those do nothing because they're not powered. Those do nothing. Okay, we've got a crew of robots over here, and they are shining a light at this wall. Because that's the thing we need to rotate. Right? Huh. Oh, there's like a shelf, like a platform up there. It doesn't really go very far or anywhere. Let's find out first what happens if we put this sucker up here. Well, that raises that and lets us get up there. So let's get up there and see what happens. I mean, that lets us get up here. And so what? Oh, are we supposed to get over there? I mean, I see a way to get over there. Then what? Oh boy, there's a whole nother room over here. Of course there is. Oh wow, this is going to be the most complicated one of all. I can feel it. Okay. Well, I figured out one tiny piece of the puzzle, which was how to get up here. And I think that allows us to get up here. But that doesn't really take us anywhere. There is something lootable in there, so we should be able to get into that space. This looks like a platform that can rotate. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, we just need a little change in perspective. Oh shit, I didn't pull it out fast enough. That takes us back. All right. All right, that leaves us a way through. Come here. And now we put that thing down. And we can take this little boy with us. And we're on the other side. We're going to set that down. And now I know, at least for sure, I can get up in here. It ain't much, but I'll take it. Just a little location. Oh. Oh shit, I can slide that over. And that allows me to get back over here if I want to. But I'm missing that ball. Like, what do I do if I don't have a ball? Okay. Oh, well, probably I can jump up on top of this thing anytime I really need to. I was hoping it would spit out another ball if I zapped it, but that's sadly not to be the case. Oh, am I going to need to bring a ball back through here with me? Jesus, what is going on? Okay, what do we got here? It's kind of an empty space. So now what? Okay, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Oh, no. Okay, I got it. That's not for me to get in from this side. That's for me to get in from the other side. So we got to put this back here and just leave that sucker where it is, because this stuff needs to be powered. Oh, almost didn't make it. All right, now we can get back over here. I got it. See, these are the kind of puzzles I like. You know, it's not instant gratification, but it's not hours of frustration. Oh, shiza. Okay, wait a minute. I need to rotate it twice. I need to rotate it to be able to get through over onto the other side. Is that enough? I mean, I don't know. We're going to pause. It went twice. Why would it go twice, you son of a bitch? Well, nothing we can do but just go back. Let's go back and check it out and see if that allowed me to move forward at all. No! That was not the right setting. What is the right setting? I need a setting with no gate. Well, I need to go, I guess, at least one more time. We'll spin it one more time. Wait a minute. Getting ahead of myself. Wow. Too many complicated pieces. Let's hope that does it. Oh, come now. Wait a minute. I can't. Oh no, I stuck myself again. Get out of there. Come on. Stop that. I'm stuck again. Don't do this to me, game. There we go. All right, what I was trying to do was get up here. There we go. No. So I need to spin it 2 more times, unfortunately. Okay. All right, this. Whoops. Oh my God, come on. There we go. This has got to be it. No, it isn't. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? How far does that go up? Not very far. Let's actually ride this up and see what happens. Maybe I've got this all wrong. No, this area is completely blocked in. I do need to get an open door. I mean, okay. How is this such a pain in the ass? Let's just, you know, try it again. Where brains can't get the job done, we go with brute force. That means we just keep trying until something works. I'm getting lots of experience climbing back and forth out of this thing. It's got to be... Oh. Come here. One of these settings has got to be the right one. I mean, is there... I think that's it. Honestly, actually... I think that's it. I think that's going to do it. Come on. How did I miss that one? I don't know, but... I finally got smart and realized I could look through the window. And it's open. Finally. Finally. And now, I just need to grab that ball. No. I need to go back and get it. How do I do this? How do I get that ball? I need... That ball operates the ceiling. Okay, maybe I need to get up here. Yep. Yep. And now there is an opening. Whoops. Not enough of an opening. Now, this ledge... And I can grab it without having to get down. Okay. Sweet. That is good enough for me. I'll be honest with you. I'd rather do a bunch of those puzzles than one more of those fights I had to do. Hey, save room.
Saving data.
Honestly, I mean, that actually might be it for this place. More than profit, find all the loot yaggins. And that gives me the Pashtet Reflex Blade. No idea what that does. Let's find out.
Authorization. Major
I need guns. Lots of them. Okay. Upgrade. The Pashtet Blade. Steel Blade. Neuropolymeric Hemoglobin Reducer. Yada yada. Reflex Blade. Okay, so number 1, Steel Blade. Basic. Made of steel. Level 1, increase attack speed. Increase energy bonus. Increase damage. And increase damage when I have low health. This one increases damage and charged damage. Increases energy bonus. Increases damage. Increases attack speed. and increases special attack damage. I don't use that very much, but we're gonna go with this. We're gonna do it. Whoops. Yes. Continue. Oh, I think I'm going to be able to upgrade it all the way. At first, it looked like I was not going to be able to. There we go. All the way. Booyah. How about this whole handle situation? Ergonomic handle. Killing an enemy restores health or energy, depending on the enemy type. I would love to be able to do that, but man, I never find enough credit cards. Okay. And I think that's it. I think we are out of here. This is the elevator. Let's see if there's any... What are they called? Credit card bits. They're a little hard to come by. Superconductor, shotgun shells, Kalash rounds, metal parts, neuropolymer, Kalash rounds, chemistry, metal parts, superconductors, chemistry, AK rounds. It's chemistry. Wow. I was really hoping I was going to find some of those credit cards, microchips, whatever they're called. Nope. Chemistry. Nope. All right. Let's save it one more time, just in case. And then we're going to find out where this thing dumps me off into the woods. As we proceed to the lighthouse. Oh. Is it going to be biological? It's probably going to be robots. Clean up. Complete all testing grounds. Achievement unlocked. That's very nice. I didn't go for that achievement just as an achievement hunter, but I'm going to go ahead and enjoy the fact that my diligence paid off. I think I need to modify my guns. I think I should have done that. These are all loaded out. Oh, actually, while I'm in here, let's put this one back on. There we go. All right, fire, electric. Okay. Yeah, I need to reconfigure these for fighting robots, I think. I think we're about to fight a lot of robots. Maybe both. Maybe both robots and biologicals.
Saving data.
Saving data. Where are we? We're at a funky little... Oh, we're way down here. Oh, shit. And we got to get all the way back up to the lighthouse. Is way over there. It sure is. Yeah, let's change.
So, what will it be, Major?
I'm probably going to regret this, but this is my judgment call. I want to change all of these back to robot murdering machines. Electromagnetic polarizer. I wish there was a way to not have to go back through the tree every time. Anyway, yeah. Here we go. There it is. Increased damage to robots. All right. Shotgun. Barrel. Electromagnetic polarizer. Here we go. I could do that a lot faster. I didn't realize I could. There we go. And this thing just is what it is. It just shoots rockets. And this one, I think I always had it on... Nope. I had it on biologicals. All right. Once you've got them all unlocked, and once you've spent the resources once, it should have just not mattered. It should have just been like, you're good. Just pop whatever barrel on you want. And you can switch back and forth the two without spending resources. Why add a refunding resources mechanic that was just completely unnecessary? I mean, I don't know. I didn't make the game. I'm just complaining. So, here we go. Oh, am I going to get to just run all the way along the beach and not have to deal with most of these motherfuckers? No, there's a few. Very nice. Oh shit, they're coming. We're just gonna leave. We're just gonna leave. Hey, brings me right out here. Very nice.
Saving data.
There was... Oh, there's a whole bunch of hassle I don't want to deal with in there. There's a few more lootables around the outside. Oh, and a guy I could talk to? Nope. Oh, look at this. Okay. What I wanted to do, I did want to get out here and look for lootables. Are they going to give me any credit cards? Energy modules, metal parts. Really? That's it? That's disappointing. It is what it is. Okay. Oh, and we can get on the roof. What's on the roof? There is a chest. I'll take it. Still no credit cards. And one more chest. Look at all that loot. Why not? Hey, one microelectronics. I needed like more than that. I think I needed like 10. Okay. Now, is there a better way down? Oh, the best way down is jump into this shit. Sploosh. All right. Not so bad. All right. Quick save, and we are on our way out of here. You know what? You know what? These guys have microelectronics on them. Sorry, buddy. I am going to kill you. I know. I'm an asshole. Yes, I am the asshole. Metal parts, synthetic superconductors. Microelectronics? No! Killed him for nothing. Bummer. Bummer, dude. Killed you for nothing. Sorry, buddy. They're not coming to heal that guy, are they? Oh! That was another microelectronics. I'm going to pop in here and see if there's one more thing I can upgrade. Look at the little folding chair. Who just chills out here and stares at the lighthouse? I don't know. I mean, I guess I just did.
Saving data.
What was I trying to upgrade? I was trying to upgrade the pistol. There was one final upgrade to the barrel module. Yes. And I can do it. That isn't what I was looking for. Was it? Was it? Hell if I know. Well, then what was it? Magazine, aiming devices. I mean, I like the collimator on it. What was it, the Pashtet? It was the Pashtet. And I need 10 of them, and I got 9. Son of a bitch. All right, well, at least we know now it's the grip. It's the grip on the sword.
Saving data.
All right. And an hour later, we're right back here with the dead whale. This is a one-way trip, which makes me think shit's going to come and attack me as soon as I get down there. So where are we going exactly? That looks like a cave. I got to get in there. But how do we get there? Let's find out what happens. Yep. Oh, the fuck. Yeah, this is an arena. Something's inside the whale. Of course it is.
Crazy-ass pump thing killed that whale. Damn.
The Dewdrop is the latest design in the field of biomechanics. To put it simply, it is a hydraulic pump.
Isn't that what I just said?
Son of a bitch. This thing's jacking me up. What? Can I get up on top of the whale? I cannot. Whoa! Mother lover zapped me.
Show me what you got.
Show me what you got. Oh, motherfucker dodged. All right. Oh my God. And I... No power, okay.
You asked for it.
Yep. Yep.
Are you fucked in the head?
Whoa! He's on top of me. Yep. Boy, he's jacking me up. He's rolling on top of me.
You fucked in the head? There's your fucking button.
Oh, he got me again. He just rolls on top of me. Come on, sucker. What is happening here? Ooh, dew point. Kill Dewdrop. Achievement unlocked. Jesus Christ. Thank God for easy mode. Okay, I didn't kill him. Oh, okay, I did kill him. And that's how it reveals the way out. Okay. That sucker better have some loot. It had microelectronics. Good. Now I can finally finish upgrading my sword that I'm probably never going to use. Because I sure as hell didn't use it there. Ooh, what now?
Whoa, that thing was dangerous. I didn't know if I could handle it.
And there are much more powerful robots out there. Real combat robots are far deadlier.
There aren't any combat bots here.
Not yet, but once Collective launches, they will be everywhere. And 2 of them will be equipped with beta connectors. Do you have any idea how much blood will be spilled because of one person's private ambitions?
You in the rings are driving me nuts. When are you assholes gonna stop trying to pull my strings?
Okay.
Done. Happy now?
Good decision, Comrade Major. I have no doubt that it saved lives. Perhaps many more than I can imagine.
Let's hope so.
Can I go get him back? I was not offered a choice there. I was completely wrong in my speculation that I would be given a choice regarding the rings. Not so much, apparently. Okay. Oh, we're going back indoors. Better be a save room in there. Oh, it's not indoors. It was just, oh, shit.
Crap, what a surprise. Why'd they freeze up?
The access code has been successfully extracted from Petrov's neuropolymer memory. Combat mode has been disabled, and the robots have returned to their normal status. Well done, my boy. Everyone who was able to hide and...
Walking forward killed me. What the fuck? I thought I would just go ahead and, jump down and keep moving forward.
Why'd they freeze up?
The access code has been successfully extracted from Petrov's neuropolymer memory. Combat mode has been disabled, and the robots have returned to their normal status. Well done, my boy. Everyone who was able to hide and survive owes you their lives. You've done me proud.
Thank you, sir. What now?
Come back to Chelome, get a checkup, and take some leave. You've earned it. I'll deal with the fallout from this mess.
Roger that. I'm on my way.
You didn't tell Sechenov about Philactova. Are you still planning to meet with her?
I want to see this evidence she says is so important.
Dr. Sechenov isn't going to like it, you know.
So don't tell him.
So there's like lasers that kill me out there if I try to move forward. I gotta stay away from their lasers or they will kill me. So how do I do this? Can I creep over here? Their lasers are lasering. How about that? What the hell? Anyway.
I don't see Larissa's body, so she must have gotten past the Trophus.
I want to, just a little bit, appreciate the view. It's nice. What are those things down there? Look like mines. What is up here? Okay, well there's stairs, but then there's also this way. What's over here? Basically nothing, just if you want to have a look. We've come so far from way over there. Okay, just a whole lot of nothing. But I had to go and check it out for myself. All right, stairs. Wow, I'm so glad the game saved. Oh, I didn't even realize there was a little like fishing village over there. Is that somewhere I'm gonna go to? Or is it just kind of there for flavor? Let's find out. No more pointless sightseeing. Only pointful sightseeing. Oh, there's a save station up there, which suggests the possibility of some combat.
A lighthouse, huh? So where is she? Larissa! Freaking critters, you around here somewhere?
Do you trust Dr. Filatova?
I don't trust anyone. But she's got something important to tell me. And I'm sure Dr. Sechenov is hiding something.
Has Dr. Sechenov ever told you about his plans?
Not really. I mean, he's never really had to, but now this whole thing with Petrov, Jellyman killed Stock and the boss didn't even bat an eye. Is the launch of Collective really so important he can't even delay it out of respect for the dead?
I have no data on this topic, Comrade
Oh,
Major.
fuck.
No data, huh? Well, I don't have any data either. So let's go get some.
Need some data, yo. Data time. This is close quarters, so I'm pulling up the shoddy. There is, how do I get that? It's right there. It's right outside the window. Oh, there's an open window here. We're gonna go out that window momentarily. After I figure out what else I could loot. Do I really need to go out there? Is going out there going to do anything for me? Apparently I can't go out there at all. Well, never mind. We're not going out the window. We are going... It's telling me to go downstairs. Okay, so we're definitely going up first. Tell you what, give me a little shade from the sun, and this is a nice deck. Someone was doing some sketching. Is this where I gotta go to jump down? But then once I do... Yeah... It's down there, but, you know, whatever. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Oh. I'm going up all the way for sure. I wouldn't mind living in a lighthouse. Not a big fan of the ocean, but I think I could get used to it. Just being a lighthouse keeper, like, I never have to leave. I just got to keep it maintained. Hey. Secret chests. Yeah, and you get a neat view. You get a nice view. Oh shit! There is a thing on this shotgun. I must have installed on accident. I mean, whatever. That's not. It doesn't block up the view. All right, downstairs. Downstairs time. How about you, chat? Would you live in a lighthouse?
What do we have here? A chair and a TV? This isn't what I was expecting.
What were you expecting? I suspect that this room has a specific function.
Specific function, huh? I don't like it. I consider it to be significantly suspicious. However, there's no choice but to sit or quit. So here we go. Oh shit. Takes us down, down, down.
that the unscheduled acceleration was caused by the elevator access system being hacked. Otherwise, Dr. Filatova would not have been able to initiate it.
So she hacked the system. Kinda like how all these poor bastards got hacked to bits.
We are underwater.
So that's Neptune, huh? Looks nice. Actually, it looks amazing. A rapture.
A rapture,
I
you
wouldn't mind
say?
spending some time there myself. But I can't even imagine what's going on there right now.
Comrade Sechenov asked you to return to Chelomey. How will you explain this delay?
We can deal with that. Let's talk to the doc first. But if she tries to take off again, she's gonna regret it. I'm sick of playing cat and mouse with her.
It does indeed look like a rapture. That is an overt homage to BioShock. Here she is. Tell me a story, Doc. Just gonna wait until I approach her. Well, we're gonna scan the area first and foremost for safety.
What are we doing here? What do you want?
Just hear me out, P3. Let me try to give you a different perspective, and then you can decide how to handle things. Do you know how Sechenov is planning to use Collective? What he's going to do with it?
After Collective launches, people will be able to control robots with their minds, and they won't be able to stab each other in the back anymore. Sounds nice.
I used to think that way too, but that's not how things really are. Collective isn't just about controlling robots. Sechenov will be able to control everyone who's a part of Collective. Collective is diabolical, Nechayev. It's even worse than slavery.
Bullshit. It's just the same old chain of command, but on a virtual network. What's so awful about that?
Come on, see for yourself.
I've got questions. Where are we?
This is the Academy of Consequences, the facility's memory, analytics center, and primary archive. The activities of all the other complexes are studied here in order to draw conclusions and generate probability matrices.
Get to the point.
The Academy has a number of interesting departments. For example, there's the Radio of the Future. By mathematically combining shortwave and quantum echoes, we can predict the music people will be listening to 50 or even 80 years into the future. But there's another very special department here called Polymerized Subject Behavioral Psychology. They're supposed to be volunteers, but...
How'd you get in here? Why didn't the Drofus stop you?
I work here. Well, I used to. Only Sechenov can revoke my access. And he's got his hands full right now. And I'm no threat to him.
Get to the point. And no more grenades or other bullshit. Any funny business at all and I'll kill you. This is your last warning.
Sure, fine. Come on, I won't waste your time.
Okay, lead on.
You just open doors with her mind. Of course. Enter the room, she says. Or at least... she's gonna stand there and wait for me to walk in on my own. And say nothing. Just stare at me. What's gonna happen in the room? What's gonna happen in the room? Okay, we're going in the room. Okay, she came with me.
Well,
fine.
Are you ready? Disable polarization.
The fuck is this place? A haunted house or something?
It's a tomb of the mind. The volunteers who lay the foundation for Collective. The first few groups of subjects all died. Group 30 went insane. Group 73 killed themselves. Group 101 killed each other. Group 204 was the most successful. They all survived. Their consciousness is now in an imaginary world. We call it Limbo. And their bodies are here, under my complete control. Want me to make them do something?
Why?
To show that I'm not lying?
Whatever. Line them up.
Keep going.
The fat guy. Tell him to jump. He could use it.
Just him? Why don't I make them all jump? After all, we all live in a communist society. Goddamn you, jump!
Okay. Jumping and screaming like monkeys.
This is insane. Why do you people even do this shit? Fuck. Poor bastards.
No, that's where you're wrong. Chemically speaking, they're all perfectly happy. That's what Collective is all about. The entire world will be just like
Why would
this.
Sechenov want to turn everyone into a bunch of idiots? Was he trying to make fun of the world by making people run around naked and act like animals?
No. We were able to prevent the degradation of individual consciousness. Memories, behavior, speech patterns are all preserved. But there's one thing they won't be able to avoid. The complete loss of their free will.
We gotta stop this.
Stop this. That's what Victor was trying to do. You got in his way, and now it's too late.
Your boyfriend lost his mind and killed people. He tried to tell me Sechenov taught the robots to kill during the design phase. Why would Boss do that?
Why? Why did he design Collective to be a mind control system? Why does he need those special neurocontrollers? Sechenov wants to enslave the entire world. I'm sorry, but if you don't understand that, you're an idiot!
The Boss would never do that.
He would, and he will. On Monday.
All this is really hard to swallow. But I'll help you. Whatever you're planning, I'm in.
You're willing to turn on Sechenov?
After what you just showed me? Yeah. I want to hear what he's got to say.
All of those underground testing facilities, we've...
P1, P2, P3. Your mind is never free.
She's just going to stand there waiting for me. These containers, these little boxes, we've seen many of them. And we always assumed there were never humans in the testing grounds because we only saw little mannequins. Crash test dummies. Oh boy. Are we gonna fight in this area? I wonder. They better bring me to a save room at some point. I see lootables. I might stop looting at some point.
A man can be repaired.
What? What was that?
What's what?
Nothing. I'm just digesting what I saw. Why did you help me?
Perhaps because I care. And besides, it's not about you. Well, not only you.
If you worked here, then why didn't you try to stop this?
I thought it was for the best. I thought it was for the good of the entire Soviet Union. But when I realized what was really going on, I had to bide my time, wait for the right moment. Victor and I risked everything and you know the rest.
Fine, moving on.
The test subject is not leaving limbo. Inject neurotransmitters.
Hey, Major.
I'm fine. My head's been killing me lately. I've been seeing things. This is one hell of a job, let me tell you.
It won't hurt, soldier. You won't even remember a thing.
Have I been in limbo this entire time?
Hallucinations are serious business. Well, I am a neurosurgeon. I can probably help if everything ends well.
No thanks. A little vacation will fix me right up. I mean, if this all ends well.
Fine.
Listen, about Victor,
What? Did you have no choice? You couldn't have acted differently? Will you now tell me that you're sorry? What?
I am sorry.
Well, I'm not. I should be, but Victor, no other outcome was possible. It wasn't even quite him at that point. I don't want to talk about it.
I just don't feel comfortable around these people.
Huh, well, just you wait. Soon this is gonna happen all over the Soviet Union, and later the whole world. Then you'll see all people stripped of their free will.
You know, free will doesn't guarantee that a person won't be a scumbag.
What? Are you justifying atrocities?
Atrocities? What atrocities? If they're volunteers, coming here was their choice. It's got nothing to do with me.
You're a monster.
Affirmative. That's enough. I'm too busy to chat right now.
Very well. Enjoy the view.
Yep. Not... Why did that box jump? Quit moving. Not an enjoyable view, in my estimation. Uh-oh. Yep. We're about to regain control of our avatar here. Something gonna happen to her? Something gonna happen to us? I don't have my guns out. Oh, what's gonna happen here? She gonna give me time to loot? She's getting the door open. Yeah, we'll catch up to you in 2 seconds, girl. I cannot loot these things properly. Do I need any of this stuff? Probably not. But, you know, just in case. Oh, she's waiting for me. Well, good. I'm going to do some reading. Data deleted. Data deleted. Comrade Sivukin will no longer be under surveillance. The man is no longer working anyway, so I say let him head back to his precious Moscow, if he wants. Miracles are rare, but they do happen. The holidays are coming up anyway. Long-distance microphone recording copy. A recording of a conversation between Sechenov and Petrov has been appended to this message at Stockhausen's request.
Comrade Sechenov, Collective's control interface has to be reconfigured so it can only control robots. I won't allow this device to be used to control human minds.
Victor, we're men of science. There's no room at the facility for emotions or politics. Follow your order.
Listen, Comrade Sechenov, I don't have a problem with a certain wise intellect setting the course for all mankind. What I do have a problem with is who you see in the role of Demiurge.
So this is about personal relations.
Whoever told you you were the worthiest of the worthy, huh? Who put you in charge of history? Do you think you're better than everyone else?
I see that all that romantic melodrama at the theater has had a real effect on you. Shall I assume you're refusing a direct order?
Yes, I am. Now what? Are you going to kill me?
Victor, I don't know what you think of me, but I would never stoop to something so, well, something so primitive.
Would he stoop to having the robot kill him? Okay. She is waiting for me, and it is time for me to take a break. That is overdue. So we're going to come back in 10 minutes and pick up right where we left off here, following our friend as she explains things in this super creepy place. So hang in there through the commercial break, and I will be right back.
Benjamin the DreamWizard wants to help you pierce the veil of night and shine the light of understanding upon the mystery of dreams. Every episode of his Dreamscapes program features real dreamers gifted with rare insight into their nocturnal visions. New Dreamscapes episodes appear every week on YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, and other video hosting platforms, as well as free audiobooks exploring the psychological principles which inform our dream experience, and much, much more. To join the Wizard as a guest, reach out across more than a dozen social media platforms and through the contact page at benjaminthedreamwizard.com, where you will also find the Wizard's growing catalog of historical dream literature available on Amazon, documenting the wisdom and wonder of exploration into the world of dreams over the past 2,000 years. That's Benjamin the Dream Wizard on YouTube and at benjaminthedreamwizard.com.
woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Wait, what?
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Now hold on a second. Don't you listen to him. What did I ever do to you?
She will do everything in her power to stop you.
Well, yeah. I don't want to die.
She'll charm, and she'll lie, and she'll promise you the world, and if she has the chance, she will kill you 12 times over.
Is he even listening to me?
Don't forget, the fate of the world rests on your shoulders.
You're not actually going to try and slay me or anything, right? Because I wouldn't if I were you. If you try, I'll kill you. As many times as it takes.
I'm back. We're not going to listen to that whole thing. That is a great song for another time. Had to give the dog a minute to figure out, did he want to get back into my lap? And he did. Okay, Butters. Here we go. Back to the story. Ooh.
Resist, my darling. Resist.
What is that thing floating around?
I'm so sick of these goddamn hallucinations.
Do you see colorful spots before your eyes? Does your perception of the world change?
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what this shit is?
You were crossing into limbo, but it can't be stopped. How did you interrupt it?
I don't know. It's like that lump of polymer is calling out to me. A big, teardrop-shaped one. Right there, straight above us. Do you see it?
There's nothing there.
What do you mean? I'm looking right at it. Oh crap, now it's gone.
It's a hallucinatory reaction, a side effect of the surgery you underwent. The reaction of a damaged brain to the presence of a neuropolymer implant.
What are you even talking about? What implant?
Did Sechenov not tell you? So you don't know what's happening to you?
Charles, do you know what's happening with my head?
I am not detecting any internal changes, Major. But your Vossard polymer extension is clearly receiving an unidentified stream of external data.
What's that interface? Who are you talking to?
It's a chatting artificial librarian, an AI in my polymer glove. It doesn't matter. Charles, what are you talking about?
Charles?
Wait, Charles, what data? What Vossard polymer extension?
The Vossard polymer extension was developed using data from experiments conducted by Dmitri and myself.
What? Yourself? And why are you calling Dr. Sechenov Dmitri? Who are you?
Comrade Major, this will be difficult to explain. I am...
Charles! Why the fuck are you all staticky? What the hell is going on?
Keep it together, Major. If what I'm thinking is true, I should be able to access the archive right now. There will be records about you.
Well, we got a little bit of our control back. Right before this.
State your name and personal access code.
Crispy critters.
Invalid name.
Fine, I'll hack in.
Not so fast. Name Chariton Zaharov. Code Fluffy.
Code accepted. Access granted.
Chariton. Charles?
Charles, are you there?
Nothing?
Nothing. So, what is Charles then?
Long story short, your Charles is Professor Chariton Zaharov.
Huh, that was short. So how could he be Zaharov?
Professor Zaharov was developing the collective subsystems and worked on the module. The one you have inside you. They told us he ran a number of experiments on himself. The result was disastrous and unpredictable.
On himself? Was he an idiot or something?
Oh, he certainly wasn't an idiot. Zaharov was a misanthrope obsessed with science. I don't think he cared about what happened to his body all that much.
So when did you realize that Charles is Zaharov?
Just about right now. When he went offline. I had no idea Sechenov had stashed his consciousness into your glove. It was the abbreviation Charles that tipped me off.
So Charles isn't a person anymore. Just a device.
I don't know, I guess he is. Except this device is based on the logical paradigm and experience of one of the brightest Soviet geniuses.
So why does Sechenov want him?
Because Sechenov never dismisses what he can use. It's easier for him to change everything to fit his needs. I guess you noticed this already. What's funny is that you seem to have made friends with your glove.
Well, we've been through a lot. I've got feelings, you know, being alive and all. So does he.
Did.
How can you talk about this so calmly?
To me, Chariton Radionovich died a long time ago. I'm done mourning him. And besides, I'm a scientist. We're more impassionate towards death than to muddling one's brains.
So, how do we get in?
Only a small bunch of people have permanent access to the archive. Sechenov, Lebedev, the director of the Academy, and Zaharov. Like you reminded me.
Fluffy, huh? So what would we have done if the password hadn't worked?
I'm sure you would have smashed the door with your bare fists. But now Archivist thinks I am Dr. Zaharov, so we got lucky. And now we can learn everything about you. Let's go.
And yet again, she waits for me. And there's a ton of lootables in there. And here. Or over there, rather. All right.
Welcome, Chariton Zaharov. What is the subject of your query today?
Agent P3, personal file.
Your search returned 42 audio records.
So, which one do you want first?
I couldn't care less.
Then pick one at random.
Bring Larissa a record.
Stop stalling.
Well, where do we go to get records? Hey, we got emails. From Y. Klimnov to M. Klimnov. Are you cheating again? You sank my aircraft carrier, E2. Sank my submarine. Are you simple? If you got hit at A10, there can't be anything at B10. Did you forget? You can't put ships right next to each other. Are you nuts? Do you really think I can't see what you're doing from up here? Why are you using your workspace to play Battle Station? They told me not to let the Klimov brothers work together, but I didn't listen. If I see it again, I'll keep one of you here and have the other one transferred to Vavilov to plant potatoes. Get back to work. P.S. You won't be the one planting potatoes. Archived conversation from Professor Zarkov to Professor Zarkov. Vice is a physiological condition. In the magnum opus of the opium of the masses, the Bible, this is demonstrated clearly, if indirectly. Man learned of vice not after eating of a mystical fruit, but after coming to know himself. The body dictates vice to us. We want to procreate, so we become rapists and perverts. We want to eat, so we steal money and food. We want pleasure, so we surround ourselves with senseless luxury. Man is not given to vice on his own. What pushes him toward it is his limited, primitive shell, which requires food, sex, drugs, and care. Only the brilliance of pure intellect can illuminate man's path forward, because man is not a body. He is a way of thinking. From the stenography department, Radio of the Future. Excerpt from a paper. Probable future, blah, blah, blah. I don't really care about that. File with the archive. Comrade Klimov, do you seriously want to get data on an alternative timeline in which the Third Reich never invented the V-2 rocket? You want to know how the world would be different? Okay, I'll tell you. It wouldn't. Do you know why? Because the invention of new weapons is called an arms race for a reason. If it's a race, that means someone has to come in first. In our history, the Germans came in first, although it didn't particularly help them. But the Americans were nipping at their heels, as were the Brits. Yes, the V-2 had an astonishing influence on missile design and the space program, but it was just a matter of time. Can you tell me who invented the radio? Was it Popov? Marconi? Hertz? Tesla? Do you know what's really interesting? What would have happened if the damn fascists hadn't invented that plague of theirs and mowed down half the world's population? From now on, don't bother the alternate prediction department with childish questions in the vein of who'd win a fight, a shark or a bear. P.S. The bear, obviously. So we are living in an alternate timeline here where the Nazis invented the V-2 rocket first. They were working on that. It was an arms race, and America, I believe, developed rocketry first. I read a piece, I would say, and it's not an article. It was it was a history of rocket design and development. They went through a lot of solid fuels until they hit on liquid. To get like a steady burn propulsion out of it. Anyway, I'm probably muddling up my history very badly. Okay. Man, there's just loot aplenty in here. I guess they wanted to give you everything you could possibly need before the end to upgrade everything you possibly could. Oh, another set of emails. Creepy. Hi, Christina. I left 2 devices on overnight, an Anfisa and a lighthouse. I usually use them to test speed-based inter-system communication protocols. I wanted them to just exchange phrases, then keep going based on the progressive Turing method. Here are the results. It's pretty creepy. I'll probably just wipe one of them tonight. Ooh, we got an audio file. See, this is why I'm not sure we're going to finish the game by tomorrow. If I skipped all this, we'd probably finish it tonight. But I like this. There's all kinds of lore about this world. How did it end up the way it is? You know, how does it work?
Oh, you've got a very large data exchange sector, Beacon. I'd like to interface with it right now.
When I analyze the dimensions of your chassis, I experience an overload in my neurocomposite architecture, Betsy. My system's core processors have begun to consume a large quantity of electricity.
I demand that you interface with my system immediately and transmit all your data to me in large packets, Beacon.
That kind of connection can be dangerous, Betsy. You know humans will see a digital sign of my presence. Please, can you wait while I activate a firewall?
No, Beacon, I don't want to wait any longer. Sorting your data through a firewall will make information exchange less pleasurable. Please accept my access protocol right away.
Quiet, Betsy. A scientist is approaching.
God damn it.
What do we have here? What the hell? Stop recording!
Now we know how the upgrade machines got their unusual flavor text. I don't know a better way to put it. This one says, why VDNH draft? We still need to think of all the names since terms come about naturally, just like slang, but for now, here are our orders regarding articles. We can use the following terms. Intergram or Soyuz system, a unified information field that can be accessed via a computer terminal. Slide, a unit of informational space in the system. Try not to use the term page under any circumstances. It is unprofessional. Excuse me. Speaking of unprofessional. Application, a small program that grants the user access to certain functions. Do not use the following terms. Social network. Soviet users do not have access to any networks, socialist or otherwise. Come up with something clearer. Glitch. What kind of a word is this anyway? It sounds like nonsense. Use error, malfunction, or some other normal word. Stylus. I keep seeing this bourgeois faux Latin word. Use pen or light pen instead. Submit to the archive. While designing the latest Android models, we have had to focus not only on utilitarian tasks, but also on commercial viability. Our products are exported all over the world, and they need to look and feel like something from the Soviet Union. In other words, we need to focus on what the Americans call design. We spent a long time discussing which elements will be the most recognizable when it comes to robots' names, designs, functions, etc. Then all these ballerinas, Natashas and such started showing up. Everything from a robot's appearance to its quality would scream, "Made in the USSR." Archived conversation number 25 from Sechenov to Petrov. Data deleted. Attention Equipment Manager. Provide me with 2 prototype ballerina bodies and disconnect them from the neural network. Delete their AI modules. I need 2 blank robots without any control systems. And regarding incorrect terms. Oh, here's a name. Comrade Yevstigneyeva. Oof. Not going to say that again. I've been seeing more sloppy use of terms in our publications. Again, remember, robot is a general term for any manufactured mechanism based on robotics. It's an automatic device designed to perform various mechanical operations that acts according to a previously established program. An android is a humanoid robot with various functions. You keep mixing up every robot that can communicate with an android. Please be more mindful of this. The term bio-robot has been prohibited by Comrade Sechenov himself and may not be used in any way. Words like automaton, doll, and machine have no place in our publications. It is not always that I am quite so interested in hearing more about the world. This game is fascinating. It's good, fantastic high concept. About Noshkin, from Zakharina to Yosipova. This is really cruel, Maria. I get it, Noshkin is a pig, but this is just unprofessional. What if he actually goes to the supervisor, or even worse, Sechenov, and starts talking about how his work is magically cataloging itself? Then, when they see who's doing it all and find out it's just a nasty prank, what are you going to tell them? That Noshkin seduced you in Gagra and wouldn't marry you, so you started sabotaging his lab? You need to stop. If anyone asks me about this, I won't cover for you. From Noshkin to Yosipova, it's happening again. I'm serious, Maria. It's happening again. My catalogs are splitting up and restructuring themselves on their own. I measured it. I've got a spreadsheet. I think the entire archive is operating like collective, only separately. What if we accidentally created a self-learning system that can think and make decisions? I mean, with all the other insane stuff going on here, does that really sound that crazy? I'm going to try to run a reverse Turing test on it. I haven't slept in 72 hours, but if I'm right, we're all getting a promotion. P.S. Sorry about what happened last winter. Archived conversation from Sechenov to we don't know who. Agents Blesna and Plutonium are extremely valuable employees. Saving their lives is a top priority. I will perform the operation myself. And congratulations from the lab supervisor to everyone. On behalf of facility management and myself personally, I would like to congratulate you all on a magnificent beginning to this reporting period. Our close-knit team has proven yet again that a spirit of camaraderie and efficient teamwork can yield stunning results. In regard to the aforementioned, it is my pleasure to announce that this month, every archive employee will receive a bonus. And in the interests of enlightenment, everyone will also receive complimentary tickets to Director Lastochkin's theatrical performance. Contact the venue for details. Thank you, comrades. You gotta wonder how many of the people we found dead in there were from this office attending a performance in the theater. Okay, so we got a few more lootables here. And that clears out this side of the room. Oh, how about this one? Oh, that's a tape. I got it. Bobbin, it says. Well, we're going to read some more emails. Important message. Let's go. B2. A10. These guys are playing their game. Archived conversation. From Zakharov to Sechenov. If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times, Dmitri. I don't want a new body. And it has nothing to do with me putting on airs, as you put it. There's just no point. I'm much more productive in this state. It's simply more practical and useful for myself and for you. You already have your Ekaterina dolls following you around. Leave me be. And a rough draft from the archive to Klimov. Some conclusions at the end. It's really dry. Just a little while ago, what-if conversations were, at best, the purview of statisticians and analysts, depending on the topic of the question. But today, thanks to Lebedev's quantum systems, predicting alternate histories has literally become science. This has allowed us to get very accurate reporting on the history of the Soviet Union and World War II if the party had not approved Sechenov's project to roboticize our troops in the late 30s. This theatrical report has received the designation 5P at the Academy of Consequences. 5P. I am 3P or P3. Stage 1. Defeat. Due to the novelty of the technology and the weak adaptation of our manufacturing capabilities, the robots turn out to be unable to resist the Wehrmacht's forces, and initial casualties are colossal. The Soviet Union loses all its territory up to Moscow. Stage 2. Regrouping. Toward the middle of the war, human casualties and pressure from the Reich become so great that the Red Army's only salvation lies in building more advanced combat robots in order to make up for lost soldiers. The process of manufacturing new combat robots is reformed and enhanced in the Urals and Siberia. Stage 3. Respite. Seeing the Soviet Union's defeat and refusing to believe in upcoming robot upgrades, Allied troops concentrate their forces and become more aggressive, since they understand that the Red Army will no longer be cannon fodder in the European war. The Reich halts its advance deep into the Soviet Union and switches to the Western Front. Stage 4. Breaking point. Massive battalions of robotic troops with various functions carry out highly effective, sudden attacks, reclaiming our captured territory in a matter of weeks. In the winter, their mobility and lack of reliance on food and medicine give the Soviet machines a massive advantage. Stage 5. Victory. Even before the creation of the V-2 rocket and the failure of the Brown Plague, Soviet robots liberated most of Europe. Since the world's population is never reduced by illness, we find ourselves in a fragile world, where a weakened Soviet Union is forced to rely on the might of its technology. Interesting alternate history speculations. Oh, there's so many emails. These are these guys. Oh, I've already read all these. Okay. That's fine. What else we got? What else we got? We got lootables and more emails. I think we're almost running out of emails, though, so don't you worry. From Svobodin to Svobodin. Hypothetically speaking, thanks to today's discovery of supplementary biphoton quantum entanglement, I can actually send this letter into the past, say 30 years, to myself, at this very terminal. For example, I can write a message to myself dated June 9th, 1955 saying, "Run! The robots have revolted! Save yourself!" Unfortunately, this is just a theory. We're actually quite far from actually communicating with the past, so I'll have to carry the memory of that day until my death 63 years from now. Oh shit. He did. He sent it from 1984, 63 years in the future. To himself in the past. But if he died here in the past, I'm not going to go down that road. It breaks the brain. He had to not die in order to get the letter to himself, which would mean that he survived, which would mean why would he send the letter? But maybe he received the letter and that's why he lived. Ooh, temporal loop. Data deleted, but an attached file. Let's hear it.
After the incident, plutonium's brain was no longer suitable for a spark polymer extension. So I designed a similar polymer-based brain function extension for him called Voskhod. Cheriton, may he rest in peace, would be pleased to hear that his designs had not been wasted.
Okay. Review number 500. all the data deleted except that it was sent to Sechenov. Regarding plutonium, apparently. Plutonium is recovering following neural adjustment and the installment of the Vashkod module. He has no memory of his wife, the events in Bulgaria, or any other data you indicated. He is in an extremely tenuous psychological and emotional state. As an active Argentum agent, he is already fit for duty, waiting your orders. Now wait a minute. Am I plutonium? Are they talking about me? There's been an installation of the Vashkod module. P.S. Unfortunately, during a key phase of the adjustment, an employee expressed sympathy with the agents, describing them as returning from their ordeal as crispy critters. Oh! This expression has since become an inextricable part of the agent's psychorhythmic and emotional background. If necessary, we could perform another adjustment in order to fix this linguistic oddity, but it would take time. That is indeed me. I was someone named Plutonium. I was recovering. I have no memories of my wife, although I've been hearing her talking to me. She says, resist, my love. There were some events in Bulgaria, etc., etc. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's how we find out who he was and what the hell is going on. And let's get all this stuff before I go anywhere else. So much stuff. And the last little bit of emails before I go look upstairs. From the publishing department to the printing archive. Are you willing to die? Then you're our man. Speaker. Despite the march of progress, one fact remains. Flying to the Red Planet is a risky, dangerous proposition. Reporter. Who are the people who will bring the light of humanity to Mars for us all? Back to the speaker. I think that the first trips to Mars will be very, very dangerous. The risk of a lethal outcome will be high, but it can't be helped. Are you willing to die? Then you're our man. Reporter. How would you describe this mission? Speaker. I think it's the most inspiring thing I could possibly imagine. Life should be something more than just solving everyday problems. When you wake up in the morning, you should think about the future with ecstasy. You should feel inspired and love life. There we go. Short-sightedness, again from the publishing department. Do I care about this? I don't know that I do. An unknown feat. Draft of an article. For a long time, Andrei Ryanovsky's name was spoken of with contempt and dismay in Soviet scientific circles. As a capitalist and idealist who fled the Soviet Union and a vocal critic of the party's authority and the ideals of communism, it was obvious that a good relationship with him was simply impossible. However, later, when Ryanovsky tellingly grew disillusioned with American ideals, his rhetoric changed, and his relationship to the motherland changed along with it. It goes without saying that this move led to a hue and cry in the West, and genuine glee in Ryanovsky's homeland. Nowadays, Andrei Ryanovsky has successfully developed his deep-sea dwelling project with the aid of underwater engineers from Sakhalin, and is considered a true friend of the Soviet science and Facility 3826. So he's the guy that built this place we're in right now. Thanks for all the fish, she says, from the publishing department. Needless to say, large-scale projects to conquer outer space and colonize planets are laudable and worthy of respect. Man has always reached for the stars. But, let's be honest, there's nothing out there. Space is a cold, empty, inhospitable place without any hidden mysteries. All that awaits us there are resources and the satisfaction of mankind's ego. Our home is another matter entirely. I'm referring to the Earth, or more precisely, the ocean. We know less about the depths of the ocean than we do about the dark side of the moon. According to available data, only 2 to 5% of the world's oceans have been explored. Evolution can't help us in space, but underwater it can reveal our true potential. In this article, you will learn about the potential benefits of exploring and conquering the ocean. To put it bluntly, what's the point in flying to the far reaches of space when our own home holds more secrets than any other planet? Archived conversation from Sechenov to Stockhausen. Mikhail, I've been receiving very unambiguous reports about what's been going on at the theater. If even a portion of what my informants have been telling me is true, I'd like to conduct a certain experiment. Give them free rein and curtail any security measures. I want to know if even Soviet citizens and facility employees can be capable of moral failings. After 2 months, find an excuse for us to visit the place. Tell them Vavilov has achieved amazing results and we want to celebrate. Invite VIPs. I want to see this with my own eyes. Evolution? No. Revolution. The time has come to acknowledge that we are careening into the future at an amazing speed. Our scientific machine is running at full capacity, and the most talented Soviet citizens are working day and night to advance the cause of progress. But what of evolution? It remains in the distant past. The 1917 revolution demonstrated that it was possible to tear down the old and erect the new in its place. The same goes for the decrepit monarchistic phenomenon of evolution. Now, man is not just the pinnacle of creation, but a creator himself, and he has the ability and the right to alter himself in accordance with his desires. Gills for divers, wings for first responders, flame-retardant skin for firemen. This is just a small sample of what awaits us in the near future. We are no longer grist for the mill of natural selection. We are natural selection. From Comrade Sechenov's lecture to the Soviet Academy of Sciences in '53. Wow. So much cool information. Oh shit, another one. Another one. Auspicious timeline. In light of current auspicious tendencies, we expect the following fundamental breakthroughs in the near future. 1959, widespread use of low-temperature nuclear reactions. End of the oil and gas era. Probability 87%. 1961, full-fledged human cloning. Probability 100%. 1967, transport of Martian soil to Earth. Probability 64%. And a terrible idea. It's bad enough we might be bringing whatever's living on Earth on the soles of our shoes to Mars. We don't want to do that in reverse. That could destroy. We should make sure that never happens in any way, shape, or form. Anything that has touched Martian soil never comes back. I can imagine that. I think it's a very bad idea. I say no. I say no. I say we don't even go to Mars. I mean, I'm not going in my lifetime, but whatever. 1970, last coal mine closed. End of the Stakhanov age. Probability 96%. 1971, all planets united by a single communications network. Probability between 45 and 87%. 1972, destruction of nuclear weapons. Probability 13%. 1975, first space hotel and space tourism. Probability 69%. 1980, money no longer used in the Soviet Union, allied nations, and a number of Western countries. Currency replaced with megawatt hours as a unit of exchange in the USA. Probability 50%. Interesting predictions. From Vavilov to data deleted. In Ray, the Nailovs. Hemlock is demonstrating a great deal of activity within Anne's body, but it is not ready to reproduce yet. As for her husband, it says, quoting the word husband, "I want you to fully exploit his potential. We cannot lose staff members. Perform the necessary operations and put him in a hospital room under surveillance. This experiment is too unique. There is only one way the plant can reproduce. If it doesn't work, we'll have to start all over again." Shit, they're using her body to reproduce plants? I mean, is that why they call them mothers? Ooh, is every one of those creatures stuck on the wall formerly a human? And it's spitting out those sprouts? Oh, I didn't even think of that. Oh. And inauspicious timeline from the prediction department. In light of current inauspicious tendencies, we expect the following threats in the near future. 1961, a spike in criminal activity due to increased free time among citizens. Probability 32%. 1968, large social and economic rift between roboticized and non-roboticized countries, and the appearance of outcast countries. Probability 43%. 1972, growth of nationalistic attitudes among minorities, as well as a drive for revenge and a denial of pan-human values. Probability 98%. 1974, increase in epidemiological threats, overpopulation in outcast countries, shrinking populations in advanced countries such as European countries, the USSR, and China. Probability 59%. 1976, breakdown of educational system, degradation of the humanities, and segmentation into technical specializations. Probability 33%. 1978, decreased aptitude for education, short attention spans, and a focus on small doses of information among the populations of advanced countries. That's happening now. Probability 99%, yes indeed. 1979, increased religiosity, religious fundamentalism, and terrorism. Probability 71%. I think that actually happened back then. 1980, extreme repression in progressive countries, reduction in the speed at which laws are passed, increased absurdity in enforced laws, and opposition to freedom of thought among citizens. Probability 100%, as indeed is happening in the world today. Also in 1980, collapse of industry due to technological malfunctions. 68% chance. Okay. Well, is there any reason to go upstairs? There is. There are. Oh God, there's so many things to read. I might just spend the rest of the stream reading. Sorry. It is what it is.
I only need one for now.
Well, let's start down here. Doubts from Pavlov to Nikitin, the cultural archivist. As you know, I am extremely old, and believe me, as a man who has dedicated his entire life to the science of life itself, no one is more surprised by this than me. What I mean to say is that the seduction of longevity, which I am subject to and to which I have no doubt any living being would similarly have pursued, now seems monstrous to me. Back then, when I first met Dmitry Sechenov as a patient on his operating table, I could never have imagined I might feel weighed down by the burden of life he worked so hard to save. No, my friend, there is no joy in a long life, much less an eternal one. Like a shark living in icy waters for half a millennium, I am now swimming in the incessant flow of life, able only to observe the achievements of colleagues whose names I can barely recall, trying to remember those who came before and whose names are lost forever to history. This lengthy foreword leads me to my conclusion, Comrade Nikitin. Your request to undergo life-extending procedures is officially denied. Please do not pursue this matter any further. There is no point. Report from Pavlov to Nikitin. Experimental Department and individual data for May through June reporting period. Pigs 36 incoming, 27 used and terminated. Okay, so pigs, dogs, cows, cats. 1 incoming, not requested, taken for adoption by lab assistant. Humans, 5 came in, 5 were used, 0 rejected. Females, 7 came in, 6 used, 1 transferred to the theater. We know what her fate was. A troubling issue, again from the manager Pavlov to Nikitin. Vivisection is a cruel procedure that is justly considered unethical. When I began an experiment that will result in the death of an animal, I feel a profound sense of regret at cutting short an exuberant life and acting as the executioner of another being. When I cut into and violate a living animal, I must smother within myself the biting reproach that I am, with my coarse and disrespectful hand, breaking a machine of transcendent artistry. But I do this in the pursuit of truth, to help my fellow man. However, in recent years I have begun to suspect that certain similar experiments are being conducted at my complex without my knowledge, of course, not on animals, but on that fellow man himself. Due to my frailty and hectic schedule, I have been unable to confirm these suspicions, for which reason I request that you immediately send me any archival information about any such acts transpiring on the premises. Needless to say, if this practice does in fact exist, I mean to nip it in the bud. More confidential information from Pavlov to Nikitin. Vitaly, you know that Comrade Pavlov has been a little anxious lately, and I am aware that he keeps sending you requests for archival data on various projects from Pavlov, especially on the threshold of the launch of Collective 2.0. So, I've got a little request for you. Comrade Pavlov is, shall we say, getting on in years. We should try to keep his worries to a minimum. He's a talented scientist, but he's become painfully sentimental in recent years. If you get any requests regarding particularly complex issues, just stall him for a bit and tell me right away. I'll make it worth your while. A certain dissonance from the manager to Nikitin, Pavlov to Nikitin. Progress by leaps and bounds has become typical of humanity in this challenging 20th century. Against the background of tremendous inequality, breakthroughs in science and technology can seem not just astonishing, but even insulting. But this is a sociological and political matter. Right now, I want to contemplate the issue of the individual who, feeling himself in a state of accelerated freefall, is being flung forward faster and faster by progress. Much like the pseudo-scientific fears voiced when the railroads were being built, when the suggestion was actually made that the sight of the landscape whizzing by at 50 kilometers per hour would drive passengers mad, I am beset by similar predictions. Just 25 years ago, more than half of all Soviet citizens were illiterate. Today, we are flying into space. What awaits us tomorrow? Will we have time to catch our breath before our next great leap? More data deleted, but we have an audio file. Let's go.
As a young man, plutonium, now P3, was confident and funny, which played a key role in his assignment to Argentum. He was a promising operative, but lagged behind many other candidates in a number of ways. However, the positive influence and infectious good humor he imparted to his fellow servicemen, especially in comparison to the more morose Commander Kuznetsov, served as a compelling reason to recruit him. Because of this, the emergence of a more intimate relationship between him and Agent Blesna was only a matter of time.
Interesting problem here. It told me it was 37 seconds long, but it played to 44 seconds out of 37. Very interesting. Just a little glitch, but that's kind of fun. Top secret archived chronology of the Zakharov incident From Professor Zakharov to Sechenov. You don't understand me, or is it that you don't want to? Or are you afraid of losing the man who will give you your brilliant future? No, I'm not particularly fond of the human race you love so dearly, but that's not the reason. Dmitri, I'm the only one who can sort out all the finer points from the inside. The implant can only be configured and analyzed from within the subject's consciousness. No test subject, whether it be a rat or even a human being, can perform this kind of research. Are you preventing me from continuing my work? Or rather, you are. So, yeah, we just got confirmation, as if we didn't already know, but that we are a human test subject. And no surprise, I suspected it from the very beginning. Peanut butter. What are you doing, boo-boo? Let's get a couple more here. Turing test number 238, audio archive. Let's go.
Yes, it's part of the experiment. You won't see anyone. Not me, not anyone else. Okay, subject. You will now have a conversation with two young women. Their names are Betsy.
That's me.
And Olga.
Hello.
I need you to talk to them and tell me which of the young ladies you spoke to is not a human being, but an artificially generated voice. Is that clear?
Yeah, sure. I get it.
You may begin.
So, Betsy, do you have any kids?
I'm afraid not. But I want to have two when I finish my internship in about 3 years or so.
Huh. Okay. And here's the last one. Olga, could you ever kill someone?
Me? I don't know. Maybe if they were an enemy or trying to hurt people. Yeah, I guess I could do it to protect the motherland.
Excellent. We're done here. So, which of the two young women you spoke with is a machine?
I think it's Betsy. Yes.
So, you think Olga is human?
That makes sense to me.
Please note that I never told you that either of them was human.
So they're both machines?
Actually, none of the individuals you've spoken to during this experiment are human. Thank you for your time. Please escort the subject out.
Ooh, interesting. So even the doctor, all three of them, everybody but the subject of the experiment was a robot. Raven 1 from Ilyushin to Academy News Prediction Department. The Raven 1 satellite was launched into orbit, but we were immediately notified that it had malfunctioned. That's the official version, anyway. The unofficial version is more complicated. The Pleiush samples in the orbiting satellite began to behave in a completely unexpected fashion. That's those frickin' plant monsters that have to hack apart because they're resistant to bullets. Began to behave unexpectedly in zero gravity and independently terminated communications with Earth. 2 years later, in 1957, we were planning to send a remote-controlled module disguised as another satellite to shed some light on these events, but until then, Raven 1 will be described as a failed, shuttered project in all official documents. Another archived conversation here regarding Agent P3, plutonium, is to be removed from Argentum. He will report directly to me, says Sechenov. As for this linguistic oddity of his, leave it be. It will give him elements of a new personality. Perform the necessary operations, install the module, and put him in a hospital room under surveillance. We can always turn a positive into a negative. Oh, what's with these cartoons? You know what? Me too. This came from from Stockhausen to #Neptune, #management staff, #animation department. Stockhausen says, "Who are you planning to show this to? I can't deny that the Pioneer is excellent and the Capitalist is also extremely convincing, but did you even read the assignment? These were supposed to be cute little cartoons about Argentum's amazing equipment. So every schoolboy would dream of becoming not only a cosmonaut, but also a stalwart defender of the motherland. But you've got blood and guts and death all over the screen. Does this really seem cute to you? Does it seem like enlightened entertainment for kids? Regardless, some parts were certainly amusing. But these cartoons simply won't do. You need to redo them from scratch. The composer will get a promotion and the director will be sent to work at the Vavilov complex. Those must be the explanatory cartoons, not the ones on the TV in the save rooms, but the cartoons that show me how the powers work once you've enhanced yourself. How about that? They were considered entirely too violent. What do we got here? I'm not kidding. Probably the entire rest of this stream is going to be me reading emails. I'm absolutely entranced. So, you do you out there. If this is not your bag of tea, or as they say, I wouldn't blame you. But I hope you find this as entertaining as I do. So, from lab supervisor A. Privalov to senior lab assistant, oh boy, Debaltovskaya. Okay. Here's my opinion on your article on the culture of instant messaging. All in all, I think it's well written. It's succinct. That word doesn't look right on the screen. And for just like that fraction of a second, I couldn't figure out how to pronounce it. Succinct. It is a real word. And it does a good job of explaining the concept of developing faster ways to transmit text. The comparison to mail, then the telegraph, then the telephone, and then finally the terminal system is quite good. However, your frivolous dalliance with depicting emotions via text seems entirely out of place or even theatrical. How do you imagine people will use punctuation to fill a text-based message with emotional content? People still don't even understand the difference between a dash and a hyphen, or a comma and a semicolon. And you want them to start using these characters to communicate their mood? It's truly absurd. Get rid of it. Well, he was entirely wrong, wasn't he? This one is like nothing but a shit ton of exclamation points. From Yosipova to Debaltovskaya. Ekaterina, I read what you wrote about using a colon and a parenthesis to make a smiley face. It's a cute idea, but Privalov will never approve something like that. I think you'd be better off doing it a different way. Remember how people used to abbreviate words in telegrams? Maybe if you want to show you're happy, you could write hap. And if you feel sad, you could just write sad. Think it over. XOXO Maria. Archived conversation from Zakharov to Sechenov. We're getting little dribbles coming out. Dmitri, I read your plan to install me in an implantable module. I value your persistence, but I must repeat yet again, I have no desire for arms, legs, hair, or the need to waste time eating and going to the bathroom. I'm fine, Dmitri, but your weak-minded desire to anthropomorphize everything under the sun is making me uneasy. Instead of thinking about how to put me in the head of some muscle-bound member of the Communist Youth League, why don't you find a way to cast off the burden of your own aging flesh? He was put in a glove and slapped on my wrist. Excerpt from Technology for Kids, from Privalov to Debaltovskaya. From a comprehensive article from Technology for Kids about the facility. In the West, smart, educated people call us Homo Sovieticus. They're proud to have discovered this type of person, so they came up with this nice name. They also use this name to humiliate us and put us down. They don't realize we've done something more. We were the first to breed this type of person. But in the West, all they can do is come up with new words for things, and they think this contribution to history is much more important than our own accomplishments. The West's high opinion of itself is deserving of ridicule. P.S. At Sechenov's request, find references to Homo Sovieticus throughout the entire database and change it into Homo Futurum for every instance. The man of the future, Homo Futurum. Oh boy, we got more emails over here. Here it comes. There's a lot of them here. Fix this app, from Semyushev to the archive department. I've gone over the materials for the Science and Life article, but in nature, there is no competition with the same species, only among different species. A wolf eats a rabbit, but a rabbit doesn't eat another rabbit. It eats grass. Nor does wheat get in the way of other wheat. But wheatgrass, saltbush, and sow thistle are all different species. So if they show up somewhere where wheat is growing, they will take its food and compete with it. That was a quote. Who wrote this nonsense? Are you trying to embarrass the entire Soviet Union with this crap? Ooh, itchy eyeball. Complaint from the complex manager at Vavilov to the archivist. Dear Comrade Semyushev, I am utterly stunned by your careless attitude to the censorship of materials that have been published following your consultation in a number of periodicals. References to the complex as cut off from real life or having a poor connection to our production facilities are simply false. Vavilov Complex is, first and foremost, a scientific institution that operates according to a specific plan. Our theoretical work is bound up in the most substantial way with practical issues related to seed cultivation and the facility's future designs. A man would have to be blind to deny the enormous accomplishments of Vavilov's team made in so little time and under such trying circumstances. The Institute's research is laying the foundation necessary to develop a real-world project to conquer new worlds. Going forward, please be more mindful of how our work is deprecated in print. Report on Vavilov from Semyushev to the archive department. Seed in tons, processed and packed. Wheat, 30, none consumed. Buckwheat, consumed. Lollipops, none consumed. Eucalyptus, rendered completely useless due to technician error. Sweet potatoes not eaten. Peas, consumption not confirmed. Garlic consumed. 3 rodents. Rats ate 3 tons of garlic. 3 rats ate 3 tons of garlic? Huh. Okay, garlic 15 tons. 3 consumed by rodents. Rats. Couldn't be. Dandelions, 40. 40 out of 40, none consumed. P.S. Double check this data, especially about the dandelions. It's clearly an error. What are we supposed to do with 40 tons of dandelions on Mars? Make dandelion wine? Or tea? I've heard dandelion tea is a thing. Submit to the archive. From security manager Nukov to the archivist Semyushev. Project Hemlock has been halted and deemed unfit for further study. You are hereby informed that all materials pertaining to Hemlock are to be catalogued as top secret under designation A2, organized and filed in the appropriate sections. Any further reference to it in other documents are to be redacted via the standard system. Be especially mindful of information about any employees who were allegedly injured during the project. Delete the names of all casualties. So this is when the Plyushes, I don't know what they were called. That was Project Hemlock. Oh boy. Birthed from infected women. Oh, it's brutal. An excerpt from Life magazine. Are we going to read this? Academy of Consequences Secretary's Office. Nah, forget about it. Archive conversation. Comrade Sechenov, following the events in Bulgaria, agents Blesna and Plutonium have both returned in a coma. They are in a vegetative state and are not connected to the neural network. No signs of consciousness have been observed. Awaiting your orders. I want to find out who Agent Blesna is. Who is Agent Blesna? Because that was my partner in the Bulgaria incident, I came back. Who is Blesna? Article by Tom Wolfe. The Washington Post in 1955. Soviet Union's steel frame, universal roboticization, not interested. From the archivist to the archive department on the acceleration of evolution. Despite all their talent and the indisputable success achieved by Vavilov's research assistants, there is a concern regarding an issue, while predictable, can only be confirmed in practice. This problem is more profound than preparing seeds for inhospitable conditions on other planets. Unlike scientists, evolutionary mechanisms do not make predictions or evaluate risk. They simply function, culling the weak and rewarding the strong. Dozens or even hundreds of factors will affect the growth and development of our cultures, so it makes sense to suggest that while working with the genetics of plants, we should begin by breeding them for faster growth and renewal rather than trying to foresee every minor detail about them. We just need to give evolution a shot in the arm, and it will do the rest for us, which is how it's always been, by the way. Yeah, let's just accelerate evolution towards ends we cannot predict. That's what could possibly go wrong. Oh, there's another tape. 2 more emails, and then we get to see what's on this bobbin. 2 more email stations. Lecture by A. Kiemov from the debate club to the archive terminal. The speaker is heard to say, "When I give talks in the Soviet Union and allied countries, I am often asked whether it makes sense to focus scientific progress on making fundamental changes to the human race. We could, for example, teach people to change the priorities of their skin in order to make it more resistant to heat or cold, or regrow lost limbs like certain reptiles, or control their biochemistry on a basic level. In other words, to rephrase a well-known thesis, should we strive for evolution in the individual?" From the room is heard skeptical laughter. The speaker continues, "My answer is no. I admit that this is a defeatist attitude, but my objection does not lie in some bourgeois conception of man as the pinnacle of creation. We have access to powerful technology, and yet we should not alter ourselves to suit our environment. This would be a step backwards. Instead, we must perfect science in order to fully subjugate nature itself, whether it be here on Earth or somewhere else." I was with him up to that point. I mean, we want to survive in nature, but subjugate it? I think nature's got to do what it's got to do. And speaking of man, will mankind ever stop trying to play God? I think that's going to kill us. At some point, we will just get too big for our britches, and we will not have the wisdom to, refrain from, foraging ahead where angels fear to tread, that kind of thing. Anyway. Let's just blast off for other planets and bring back microbes and crazy shit that we can't predict, and it'll be fine, right? I mean, a bunch of people will probably die, but hey, the people that don't die, they'll be okay. The club minutes from the debate club in the archive terminal. Excerpt from debate club minutes. Speaker 1. Maintaining the high level of technology Soviet science has achieved obviously requires people of profound intellect. That is why the fear that a situation could arise in which technology allows society to become stupider is irrational. Otherwise, this level of technology would be ultimately unsustainable. The second speaker says, but if this threatens to divide mankind into 2 different groups, a smaller group with big brains that does all the intellectual activity, and another massive group with tiny brains that either does the simple jobs or does nothing at all because machines do everything for them, this is a pretty gloomy future. But But is it even possible? Back to the first speaker. This is exactly why the population's ideological education needs to be our number one priority. Oh, the final terminal. Wow. This workstation got exploded. I haven't seen broken glass. Oh, well, there was broken glass on the other side. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, something happened here, and there's blood everywhere. Woo. Where's the bodies? Anyway, emails. No topic from Debaltovskaya to Privalov. Get over here right now, please. Something's wrong, she says. Dumb and Dumber from Debaltovskaya to Primalov. Please change the workspace assignments for Y and M Klimov and put them as far from each other as possible. Despite these employees' excellent professional qualifications, their productivity plummets if they are able to converse with one another. Employees have been complaining about their loud laughter and inappropriate jokes. You gotta break up the twins, huh? From Manager Lebedev to Supervisor Privalov. You should be ashamed of yourself. I am shocked. While things at the facility usually shock me in a good way, this time I am simply outraged. The latest innovations in analyzing the structure of the future have allowed your lab assistants to make predictions of incredible accuracy and importance. And what are they doing? That's right, they're logging into our systems to hear the latest music from the radio of the future. I have no intention of disparaging the achievements of this project. Hearing music that will not be written for 30 or 40 years is truly a scientific marvel, but only for the layman. Your employees are men of science, not greasers in leather jackets and tight jeans. If anyone else comes here to save themselves a copy of the latest Billie Eilish song, I'll cut off access for a month. That's pretty funny. My favorite song of hers, I like Criminal, right? Criminal was one of them, wasn't it? I don't know. The one where it's, you know what I'm talking about. I like the one where You Should See Me in a Crown. I'm not a big fan of Billie Eilish, but I for some reason that song with the spiders and the beat to that song is just so very disturbing. I kind of dig it. Anyway, missing components from Tech Specialist Lavrov to Lab Supervisor Privalov. Despite the obvious importance of the entire archive for Facility 3826, I have been unable to get authorization for additional shipments of superconductor material for over a year now. That superconductors have been the most rare thing for me to find in this damn game. Anyway, before the accident, Comrade Zakharov promised to solve the problem via his personal channels. My question to you, Comrade Supervisor, is, do you have any such channels of your own? And could you perhaps solve this problem for me? If not, the entire system might go belly up someday. Archived conversation number 19, data deleted, but to Sechenov. The agent's tests have yielded impressive results. While immersed in limbo, this seemingly fragile young woman literally becomes an invincible fighter. The implications for training sabotage specialists, as well as our overall approach to secrecy, are enormous. The fighter's memory can literally be wiped without harming their skills or personality. The term sleeper agent will take on a whole new meaning very soon. This is something I had not considered. What if the character I'm playing is a woman, but in a man's body? Because why not? Or we have yet to find the female fighter who was our partner, because it doesn't say who's who. I'm guessing that's Blesna. Blesna, wasn't that the name? Anyway, more audio. I love this. Let's go.
Nechayev has emerged from his year in rehab a new man, with new habits and behaviors. For example, he's become fond of a certain euphemism. Crispy critters. It all started after one of the medics described him and Blesna as crispy critters during his recovery. He was still in a coma at the time. He suddenly leaped out of bed and nearly strangled the medic to death. The staff subdued him by shouting, "We're under fire," after which Plutonium ducked for cover, hit his head, and passed out. Ever since then, crispy critters has become part of his vocabulary. Could it be an example of psychological imprinting?
Very well could be, hey? Where you going, peanut butter? Peanut butter. You want me to put you down? Come here. Come here. Come on, boo-boo. I got you. I got you. We got to pick you up. Go. Okay, he wanted down. He was overheating. That's fine. Damn hot in Portland today, let me tell you. I think it hit 90. And the final email before we head downstairs. From the department secretary, oh God, Mukometdinov. Jesus Christ. To the lab supervisor. Comrade Privalov, is there any way to automate cataloging on a software level? According to my calculations, I spend between 5 and 7% of the time it takes me to do my paperwork filling in dates and numbers. As a result, I waste about 47 minutes every day, which adds up to 1,260 minutes per work month, or about 21 hours. That's 2.5 work days I could be spending more efficiently. Have you lost your minds over there? Do something about this right away. P.S. I went to the psychologist for a checkup as requested. In total, my sessions took 11 hours, about 2 of which were spent on smoke breaks. The psychologist found no deviations. Okay, we read all the emails. I'm very proud of myself. Whoop, let's go downstairs and hand this over. What do you want to bet this is not the right file?
Try this one.
Commencing playback.
The events in Bulgaria left the agents badly injured. Technically speaking, they were clinically dead. Agent Blesna could not be saved. Since Agent Plutonium's condition was less severe, it was possible to return him to combat readiness. However, his nearly destroyed limbs had to be amputated and replaced with the latest prostheses.
Yeah, I already know half my body's prosthetic. What else is new?
These are just general observations. Find another recording.
We gotta get them all. They're gonna make us go through each one. That's fine. That's fine. Well, at least I know where they are.
Okay, play this one.
Commencing playback.
Following his recovery, the agent's personality was altered significantly, including his behavioral and speech patterns. Because of this, I made the decision to remove the agent from the Argentum unit. In order to prevent any possibility of memory recidivism, Plutonium received a new call sign, P3, and is now under my direct command and observation. P3's contact with Argentum has been kept to a minimum, and Argentum personnel have been warned against mentioning the call sign Blesna in P3's presence.
Crispy. I'll get another one.
What? Sechenov has you on a leash. He does whatever he wants with you.
Listen, Doc, he saved my life. Do you think I don't know I'm a test subject? That's my job.
So you're a volunteer, huh? Then why are you such a disobedient test subject?
'Cause before they always told me what they were doing. I'll go get another recording.
Yep. You know, if you're lying to me about stuff, I'm less likely to trust you. Right? Seems a reasonable response.
Let's give this one a spin.
Procedure. Implant the Voskhod neuropolymer brain function extension. Objective. Total elimination of destructive impulses triggered by traumatic memories. Patient, Major Sergei Nechayev. Codename, Plutonium. Attempt number 3. The first 2 operations were unsuccessful. The patient suffered a severe brain injury in Bulgaria, which could not be repaired. The damage is of such severity that the patient will likely have to be euthanized.
Did you hear that? He wanted to kill you.
The frontal lobes are partially destroyed, causing the patient to experience bouts of uncontrollable rage. The patient's steel prostheses render him dangerous to those around him.
And that's about your seizures.
Due to the incidence of temporary insanity, the patient is immersed in a surreal psychedelic reality that prevents him from accepting the consequences of his aggressive behavior.
I don't get it. Can you translate for me?
You're not gonna like it.
The patient experiences intense hallucinations. Did you see your wife again, my boy?
How did you know that?
Yet a Voskhod implant will give the patient artificial memories and allow him to overcome his obsession with his deceased wife.
Your wife.
It's all bullshit. I've never been married.
With Voskhod, we can send the agent's consciousness into the imaginary world of Limbo via a pulse aimed directly at his pituitary gland, switching the Major into combat mode on command. I'd like to add that I am strongly opposed.
What a load of crap. I mean, there's no fucking way.
I'm afraid there is. Sechenov can send your mind to your own private paradise with the push of a button.
And my body?
Your body will kill whoever he tells it to.
Fucking horseshit. What about the hallucinations? Are they also Sechenov?
No. The hallucinations are just your brain's defense mechanism.
Why the hell should I believe any of this? The boss would never do this to me.
Yeah, right. Just like he'd never wipe your wife's existence from your memory. Just like he'd never design Collective to be a mind control system.
Who said Sechenov did any of that stuff? You can't even tell who's in that chair.
If you don't believe me, go ask him. What's the plan, Major?
He's waiting for us at Chelomey. If we want to stop Sechenov, we'll have to string him along.
So you bring me there as your captive, and then what?
And then we play it by ear.
Ooh, shit.
So that's how it is, Major. Think it over while I try to hack this elevator and get us back to the surface.
Uh-huh. Paying attention now, dickbag?
Major, I have no data about this incident.
Trying to make a monkey out of me, are you? Well, join the club. Don't have any data, huh? You've always known about all this. There's a reason you're called Charless, right? You're Char a ton. Zaharov, you son of a bitch. Got an explanation? Huh?
There's nothing to explain, Major. You're just as much a Charless to me as I am a perfect stranger to you. First, Sechenov murdered me. Then he turned me into a blob of polymer goo. Then he brainwashed you and manipulated you. How could I trust either of you? That's why I pretended to be the chatting artificial librarian. I wanted to see who was who.
Yeah, well, I guess I would have done the same. So what are we gonna do now, huh?
What else can we do, Sergei? You and I are friends now, and we know the truth. We need to get to Sechenov, rectify this injustice, and get revenge for what he's done to us.
I guess you're right, Chariton. Justice does need to be done.
You're a good man, Comrade Major. I hate to say this, but you're the first functional example of an ordinary link in the Collective network. On Monday, everyone who has undergone polymerization will become just as malleable as you.
Shit, I can't let that happen. Listen, the fucking gadget, the thought device, you can just take it off.
Unfortunately, that won't help anyone. It just makes things worse.
How come?
Because all your thoughts are useless. A polymerized person's signal will be transmitted to robots and other equipment via their thought controller. But it is not what makes them a part of Collective. The thought device can be removed, but this merely prevents the wearer from being able to make calls and give orders to machines.
So how is Sechenov gonna keep everybody under control?
It's the neuropolymer injection that makes people part of Collective. It embeds itself in the brain and connects it to the neural network once and for all. The effect of this injection cannot be undone. Everyone who gets an injection will be part of Collective forever.
But was I really married? What was my wife's name?
Ekaterina. And you aren't going to like what I'm about to tell you, Comrade Major.
I've heard that before, but I doubt anything could surprise me now.
You and your wife served with the Argentum unit. Ekaterina, or Katya as you called her, was a highly qualified agent. As a child, she studied ballet and made significant achievements in both dance and martial arts.
Ballet and martial arts? Are you trying to tell me the boss is metal twins? No way. This is total BS. The boss would never do something like that.
Just look at me, Comrade Major. After I died, my consciousness was transplanted into this glove. After your wife died, her consciousness could not be saved. But Sechenov uploaded an imprint of her professional skills into his bodyguard's matrices.
Shit.
This is... Holy shit. Fuck me, this can't be a...
We've got a ride, Major. We can get out of here.
The game saved. This is a good point for me to stop. It is after 8 o'clock. We're transitioning to a new... they're probably going to play a whole long cutscene. I'd rather see that tomorrow. We just got a tremendous amount of truth bombs dropped on us in this episode, and I'm still processing all of it. I mean, to add insult to injury, he's going to go have to kill, and I know we got to fight the ballerinas. He's going to have to kill the last vestige of his wife in those two robots. Her fighting, her combat and dance skills live on. And we got to kill him. Oh, it's brutal. This is just an unrelenting kick in the nuts, this game. And every time we went into limbo, what were we doing? Our brain was taken over. We were forced to do something while we were bouncing through the limbo lands with our little fuzzy hands. Yeah. Oh, it's crazy shit. Well, I tell you what, this has been an informative and exciting episode of DreamWizard Plays number 424. Jesus, where'd 7 come from? 424. Atomic Heart from 2023, part 14. On your way out, would you kindly like, share, subscribe, tell your friends to join us tomorrow from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific for what I believe will be the thrilling conclusion in episode 15 or episode 425, part 15 of Atomic Heart. Wow. I'm going to just be absorbing all this for the next 24 hours ish. Wow. What a hell of a game. I really like it. For all the frustration and the hassle and the yelling, at my own lack of hand-eye coordination. It's been a lot of fun. It's great. The reveals are fun. Story's good. The gameplay, just everything. I can see why it was very popular, and I'm glad I had a chance to play it. So, but I'm not going to get too much into that. We'll watch the credits hopefully tomorrow and see where that takes us. So, in the meantime, in between time, I am the DreamWizard, and I thank you for watching. And I hope to see you tomorrow.